What if I told you that you could script an entire YouTube video in under an hour? And no, it's not AI generated slop. It's real valuable content that can actually land you high-ticket clients. I made over $100,000 writing YouTube scripts on Fiverr alone, and more than that outside of it. I've written scripts that have pulled in over 30 million views with retention graphs that most creators and business owners would kill for. But here's the truth no one tells you. Writing a great script takes a really long time. When I first started, it took me an entire week just to script a 10-minute video. But over the years, I've learned how to cut my scripting time by 90% without losing quality or sounding like AI slop. And in this video, I'll show you why your scripts are taking too long, how to fix it, and the secret system I use to write faster and better than I ever thought possible. When I used to take forever scripting videos, I thought the problem was that I just wasn't creative enough. But after seeing the results that my scripts were getting, I confirmed the problem was definitely not my writing. So I sat down to really diagnose it. And that's when I figured out that the problem was clarity. Every time I sat down to write a script, I wasn't just scripting. I was trying to do 5 different things at once, coming up with the right ideas, figuring out who I was even talking to, organizing the story in my head, writing the actual words, and somehow making it all sound natural and convincing. No wonder it took forever. It's like trying to sit down to listen to music, but before you even hit play, you're stuck for 30 minutes untangling a giant knot of wired headphones. By the time you finally get them sorted out, half your energy is already gone. That's exactly what was happening to me with scripting. I would spend hours writing, but really only 30 minutes was true focused writing. The rest was spent untangling the mess in my head. And it didn't stop there. Even during the process, I kept breaking my flow. I would stop to fix typos, correct grammar, second guess sentences, Google the meaning of words, tweak phrases to make them sound better. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was constantly switching between 3 completely different mindsets: thinking, editing, and storytelling. And that constant context switching made writing scripts feel exhausting. Once I understood that, everything changed. Now I use a 3-part system that helps me stay locked into the right mindset at the right time, and it cuts my scripting time by up to 90% without sacrificing quality. Yes, I also use AI to help speed this process up, but it's not in the way you might think. More on that later. But first, write your hook like your video depends on it, because it does. If you've only got an hour to write a full script, I'll recommend you use a third of that time just scripting the hook and intro alone. That's how important it is. One of the biggest shifts I made was realizing that on YouTube, the thumbnail, the title, and hook are the vital organs that keep your video alive. You can lose an arm or a leg and be fine, but if your heart or brain stops working, that's it. It's the same with YouTube. If one of these 3 are weak, your video won't perform no matter how strong the rest of it is. So, how do you write a great hook as fast as possible? You need to instantly validate that they clicked on the right video, and you do that by restating the packaging, making sure that the title and thumbnail weren't lying. Then you need to establish authority so your viewers know they can trust you. And finally, you need to create a curiosity loop, something that teases what's coming so they want to stick around. If you go back and watch the intro of this video, you'll see that that's exactly what I did. Also, don't be afraid to tweak your intro until it hits. Sometimes I'll record 2 or 3 different versions and just pick the one that sounds the best in edit. Oh, and if you've been finding this helpful so far, consider hitting the subscribe button. It really does make a difference. I make videos like this for business owners who want to use YouTube to grow without spending their entire week making videos. And we've got a lot more to cover, so you don't want to miss out. Once you're done with your intro, you need to outline the rest of your video. But an outline shouldn't just be a list of section headers. It should feel like a roadmap. A good roadmap doesn't just show the destination. It points out the pit stops, the cool places to eat, and the best sites to check out along the way. It's the same thing with your script outline. Each section should clearly show what value you're giving the viewer, what payoff they are getting by sticking around, and even include any personal anecdotes, examples, or visual metaphors that you want to add in that section to make it easier to understand. Writing an outline like this will supercharge your scripting time, because not only do you get a full picture of the entire video before you even start writing anything, but you can also make any big adjustments at the macro level so you never have to do any major rewrites. It also helps you to prevent one of the biggest problems that comes with scripting your videos, and that's sitting down to write 2,000 words from scratch. It can be pretty overwhelming. But when you have a clear outline, you're not writing 2,000 words. You're filling in small sections one at a time. This makes the entire process less intimidating, more manageable, and most importantly, super fast. Now to my favorite part of this entire strategy, the brain dump. Once the outline is ready, I don't sit there trying to write the perfect script from the beginning. I just dump everything that's in my brain onto the page. No second guessing, no editing. I don't even fix my typos, because the goal isn't to sound polished right now. The goal is to catch all the ideas while they are still fresh. When I first started doing this, it felt really chaotic, but the results were insane. Instead of spending hours getting stuck on every paragraph, I was able to finish a full first draft in a fraction of the time. Once you're done with that first draft, you can then switch your brain into editing mode, go back in, correct everything, and polish it to make it sound better. This brain dump method is the secret weapon that made everything else possible, and it is how you finish scripts before your brain has time to talk you out of it. Everything I just showed you, from scripting your hook to structuring the body to brain dump polish later, works perfectly on its own. But if you want to go even faster and be more efficient without sacrificing quality, then you should definitely incorporate AI into the process. Now, just to be clear, I don't mean type in write a YouTube script about X into ChatGPT. You've probably already tried that, and what comes out sounds generic, robotic, and nothing anyone would actually want to watch. That's because you're letting AI write for you. The trick isn't to let AI write for you, but with you. The tool I use for this is called Subscriber AI. I loved it more than ChatGPT because it walks you through each part of the process step by step, from your idea to research, story angle, title, thumbnail, hook, payoffs, before even writing the first draft. So it basically follows the exact system I just showed you, but faster. Also, because it forces you to think of each section of the video, you give the AI a much more detailed prompt for what you want, which makes the final results much better than what you get by just typing a basic prompt into ChatGPT. Subscriber is easy to use, but it also costs around $20 per month for the basic plan. It's definitely worth it, but if you already use ChatGPT and you don't want to pay for yet another subscription, I built something you might like even more. It's a custom GPT that works directly inside ChatGPT. Just click the link that you're sent after you make the purchase and it will be added straight to your ChatGPT account, no extra subscription required. From there, ChatGPT will guide you through every stage of your script, delivering a high quality first draft you can easily refine by chatting back and forth. This tool, together with the system I talked about, made me cut down my writing time from around 10 hours per video to just under an hour. It's incredible. Right now, it's available for a one-time price of just $15, which is less than a month of subscriber. And for that, you will also get free updates for life as I keep improving it based on real-world feedback. If you want to grab it, just click the first link in the description down below. Look, the goal isn't to script faster just for the sake of it. It's about freeing up your time so you can focus on what truly matters, growing your business, making better content, and actually enjoying the process. But scripting is only one part of the puzzle. If you want to see how everything else fits together, from writing to filming, editing, and even posting, you need to watch this video next, where I show you exactly how I made an entire YouTube video in just 4 hours. See you there.